Tricky backyards. How do you get the most out of your backyard when you got a lot of challenges against you? I got a heck of a transformation to show you right now that you're gonna be able to take with you to add value to your house and figure out, what do I do if I've got a hill or a tree or this or that? All the things that usually get in the way of the backyard renovation. Let's go. What's up? I'm Bobby Kay. I'm a professional landscape designer and general contractor, and I'm all about bringing design and value to your space. If you want to learn what are some of the tidbits to make my backyard, front yard, your yard look awesome, this is where you stop. So I got a heck of a transformation for you. I want to show you a backyard that was literally on a slope like this and how we put in a bunch of hardscaping to make this functional so that they can actually be out here because they got kids, they got friends, they have all these people that they want to share and create memories with, and they can't do it. So here we go. This right here is a nice little fire pit zone. I'm gonna talk about zones in this video. So we have something that is a gas fire pit. We actually ran a gas line to here so that it can be plumbed up. You can also get a modular fire pit, one that's mobile and can move around. Solo stove is a great option, or anything where you've got a couple wood logs, perfect. But this is very beautiful at night, I will tell you. We also created a stone bench. Now, one of the cool things here is we have undercap lights that are actually a color, so you can't even really see it. And so at night, this illuminates. Put together a cute little backdrop of some cedar tone wood and then put a stain on it. And you're gonna see how later in this video, how we took this material and brought it to another section of this backyard zone. So we've got zone 1 with the fire pit. Now we have zone 2. Keep talking about zones because you want to adapt your backyard, your lifestyle to the backyard. They love baseball. This is a spot where they're gonna put some turf down. They're actually gonna put a net and hit some balls right into the net. So, you know, their 10-year-old can practice, can do his thing. He actually gets value out of the backyard versus all adults and, you know, no place for the kids to play. The other thing is for the future, when the baseball kind of goes away, that's a great area for a shed or some other kind of storage. Speaking of storage, right here, we have some really nice deck bins. Why do we have these? Because when you have furniture, you want to have a place to put your cushions, to put everything that you're not going to leave out in the winter. So these are a really good spot. And this whole backyard started with the plan and was designed knowing they were going to put deck bins right here because you got this little cutout of the house. It's kind of dead space, so we knew we could utilize it right here. You could also put planters or something else, but this works out great. Now let's come over here. We got a lot of pavers. I think we got close to 2,000 square feet all in on the pavers. This is a product by County. It's called Timeless, and it's got a nice earth tone with some charcoals in it. And the reason we went with earth tone is we were looking at the house. You got a beige siding, you got an earth tone siding. So we want to pick something that's going to work with that. That was purposeful. Come under here, you got another zone going on. Now, you just saw our seating for our fire pit. That same wood was actually put here so that they can have an outdoor TV with a sound bar so that they can sit under here on whatever day they want, anytime, and watch TV, watch the game, watch a show, whatever it is. Now, one thing I will say is we are under a deck. So when it rains, you are gonna get some drips down to here. So there is something to be said about weatherproofing under there. We didn't do it on this project, but it's something that can be done in the future. And what you can do to make sure that your TV investment is okay is you can just simply get a cover and put that on there, and now everything is going to be protected. So you got zone 1 with the fire pit, zone 2 with the shed baseball area, zone 3 with hanging out watching TV, and let me show you zone 4, which is literally just right over here. What I love about this zone is that it's right next to the TV area, so everybody can congregate and hang out. we took these posts, which are gonna stay for the deck, and we created these little cute little, almost like a cup holder. It's a little shelf, a little bar shelf. Why? Because you could put your drink here and look at the space we got. They like to do outdoor activities, bags, whatever. Now, you got this lane where you can hang, watch, put your drink down, and hang out. So we got 4 zones so far. Now you're gonna start to see this tricky backyard situation where, oh wow, this is all elevated. Come down the stairs, and you'll see that all of those zones are supported by a retaining wall. This is by Rockwood, it's a 6-inch. These are about 87 pounds a piece. I don't know, they're really, really heavy. And all of this is properly engineered so that there's GeoGrid back here every other level, clean rock, drain tile, and wall fabric separating to relieve the hydrostatic pressure so that all of this is going to stay here forever. It's not gonna move shift. You wanna make sure you get a contractor who knows what they're doing, knows how to install patios, knows how to install retaining walls. This is something on the DIY realm I would not recommend. I would get somebody who knows what they're doing, does it all the time, has the equipment, knows the products, and is going to give you the most bang for your buck to create value for your house. We're talking about value. This absolutely creates value. You go from a hillside, you can't do anything but go down on, you know, like a sled, or they have 4th of July parties where they actually get a slip and slide and go down there. But that was it. That's all they could do in their backyard. Now you have a transition up to the deck, you've got a transition up to your zones, and you have a transition down to here. Now, why do I bring this into play? Because if they ever decide that they want even more use out of this yard, which goes back probably another 40 feet, this could be another phase of their overall plan. You could have another wall down there, flatten this out, and have more lawn space, and then transition up to here. When you get a design plan, you see everything laid out, everybody starts on the same page, and you can do it in phases. That is the value of a design. So you've got future zone down here, transitional zone, 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 all these different things. If you want to learn more about how to lay out something and see some different palettes, go watch this video right here. It's got some amazing, amazing features that are going to help you understand what you can do for your yard. This is Bobby K saying creation is everything, so go out and create. See you on the next video.